All right, YouTube, I got a quick one for you. I just wanted to add a little context to what I believe to be true. And I got some really good videos in the future I want you guys to tune into. We're going to get truthful and real about Canelo and Golovkin coming up real soon, so tune in for that. But today, I tried to articulate how I felt about the fight, the Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Darbianchek. I was caught up in the moment, and sometimes, you can't really, when you're passionate in the heat of the moment, you can't really get your point across. But Lou Dibella, during the post-fight press conference, both fighters taken to the hospital. Gennady Golovkin, Darbianchek taken to the hospital. Precautionary measures, apparently. But I want you guys to listen to what Lou Dibella said. He gives his case on why he feels Gennady Golovkin lost. Okay, and we're going to break it down. Also, I don't want to play it, but Jonathan Banks, in a post-fight interview, he said that Golovkin needs to either change or retire. If he's not going to listen to me, he needs to retire. He didn't do what I said. He didn't do what I wanted him to do. He didn't do what we trained to do. And these guys are young, and he can't keep up like that. And either he needs to change or retire, right? Now that's pretty damning. That's pretty damning coming from your coach. Okay, and he was being honest because he knows that Triple G didn't win that fight. And even they said, hey, well, you know what? You got the belt, right? Talking to JB, Jonathan, he said, yeah, well, I guess. They know. But listen, just have a listen.
Most power punches ever landed on Triple G in his career prior to tonight were 202 by Canelo in the rematch. Tonight, Sergey landed 230.
202 power punches landed by Canelo. Sergey landed 230. The most ever landed on Gennady Golovkin.
Sergey also threw about 150 more power punches than Triple G did.
He threw 150 more power punches than Gennady Golovkin, meaning he was incredibly active, throwing the combinations, effective aggression. So you guys say it's not effective aggression, although, he outlanded Golovkin. He's a busier fighter. He did more. He showed more heart in every round. He adjusted. He did it with a cut. Came back from a knockdown and made it a very competitive round. But let's continue.
The punch stats were pretty clear, and I just think that it was unfortunate. What really bummed me out about tonight is, that was like a Gaddy Ward fight, and Sergey was cut like a stuck pig, the way that Gaddy was often. But it was fought at a skill level of like the elite guys in the game, because they were two of the elite guys in the game. Triple G's already cemented his legacy. He's done it many, many times, and he's already going to go down in history. Tonight was Sergey's night. That was
okay. His point, basically, Golovkin, he's the establishment fighter. He is the house fighter. So, therefore, yeah, he's going to get the nod. Let me ask you this question. What if, technically Sergey was the A side? Okay, I don't like that. And Golovkin, B side. Who would have got the decision?
This moment. And I just feel gutted for him that I'm not going to call the judge's decisions a robbery. I've seen robberies. This wasn't a robbery. But Sergey was robbed of his defining moment.
That's what I meant when I said it was a robbery. I meant Sergey did enough to where he was robbed. I guess there's two different things. A robbery is a clear-cut, Manny Pacquiao, Timothy Bradley, Roy Jones early in his career. Those are robberies, okay? Blatant robberies. This wasn't a blatant robbery, but he got robbed. He got robbed of something that you're going to find out. A lot of people are leaning towards Darbianchek. You're going to find out.
I just looked at my Twitter feed for 2 minutes, and a lot of people were aghast that the crowd was booing Triple G. And I put up a tweet because I really mean this. They weren't booing Triple G. Nobody in their right mind would boo Triple G. No fight fan could boo Triple G. Triple G is one of the great fighters in the history of our game, one of the great guys in the history of boxing. And by the way, he fought a great fight tonight, just didn't win. And they were booing what they just thought was an unjust decision.
Again, I talked about the crowd booing Gennady Golovkin. They're not booing Golovkin for the man he is or who or what he does outside or inside the ring. The crowd knew. A very pro Triple G Gennady Golovkin crowd knew that Darby and Checo was robbed.
I mean, I'm not going to use the word robbery, but do I think it was a just decision? No, I don't. I never will. I mean, I was scoring the fight as honestly as I could. I wasn't sitting there giving rounds. I didn't think my guy went one to him, and I scored at 8-4, on rounds. I mean, I thought that there was the 2-point round, obviously, but I had a 3-point fight. I mean, I didn't go into the ring believing necessarily we're going to get the decision because the star gets, this happens so often in our sport. But tonight was Sergey Derevyanchenko's night. It was. And he did it not only, Gennady always used that expression, big drama show. This was the biggest drama show of Gennady Golovkin's career in the ring. It was. I mean, he went to hell and back tonight. If he didn't, I said it before, but if his chin wasn't the greatest in boxing, and it is, and by the way, Sergey's is pretty amazing on his own right, but if he didn't have, he would have been knocked out. He got bombs landed on him.
He's talking about all the punishment Gennady Golovkin took. Like I said, both guys in the hospital. And, Triple G took a lot of punishment in that fight. And more than he's ever taken. More than he took against Canelo or any fight for that matter. So, yes, if he didn't have that chin, it would have been a different night.
Bombs. And he did it the whole time, barely able to see. He was cut in the second round. That was a savage cut. Credit to the commission doctors and credit to the cut man and the fact that fight wasn't stopped and fans weren't deprived from seeing such a memorable event. And credit to the zone too, because what a great fight. I mean, we've been saying coming in we knew it was going to be a great fight, but that was a fight that I'm never going to forget. As a promoter, I'm never going to forget that fight. And I'm probably never going to stop feeling gutted by it.
There you have it. There you have it. Now, we could go, I guess, if you want to stick around for a minute, I'll go to the other interview. Jonathan Banks talking about, Golovkin needing to, either listen or retire. Change what you do or retire. So let me turn this down. I'll see if I can get to it real quick. I didn't want to do both in one video. I know you guys don't tune in that long, but let's see. Here we go.
That he needs to do this life or death situation. Either he needs to retire or he needs to do this and do it this way.
Life or death situation. He needs to retire or do it this way. And this is an interview with Radio Raheem. So go check out his channel, Seconds Out. That's where I got it from. But he says, do it or retire, life or death, okay? And he goes on to say, he didn't listen to me. He didn't do what he should have done. In another interview, he said, he's more focused on being a businessman, just like I told you guys, So, I don't know, guys. What do you think?